But I've been doing it way too long. Well, you could just let me go on forever. Well, until you died, yeah. Well, why can't my son take over? Well, he's 80, Dennis. And the jokes I'm doing, they're awful. They're just... Why have I got that clipboard? I've written these jokes, they're not funny. There's an audience, they're laughing. What are they laughing?
They're not laughing, they're not laughing, that's clown laughter.
Who are those audience? Who goes to an audience for It'll Be Right on the Night?
A lot of them are older than you.
It can't be right.
You know we have a 15% fatality in one of your audiences.
But I went home at Christmas, I watched one of the episodes with my family and friends. I said, watch this, you'll love it. Stony face, no one laughed, they all thought it was but it is Well, why didn't you tell me earlier? I didn't want to hurt your feelings, you're an old man. You made me upward of 102. I didn't realise. Yeah.
It's a problem that someone's emailed in. We're taking emails today. If you've got a problem, concern, or just a general query that you think Carl could answer for you. It could be about anything. It could be about some of the big kind of philosophical questions. It could be something to do with war or famine, anything like that. Or it could just be a personal dilemma. Something that's happening locally. Anyway, this seems one that I think you and your father have probably come across this sort of dilemma in the past. And I'm interested to know what your take is on it. Let me see, this is from Lee Matthews by the look of it. He says, he lives in a suburban area where the local teenagers also live on the same road, and they're running riot. They're smashing wing mirrors off the cars, they're crashing into parked cars on their skateboards, and they're just generally making mayhem, night and day. What can he do to stop this going on? The parents of the kids don't seem to give a damn. Anyone who complains to them, they just say, "I'll piss off." The police are useless because they never catch them in the actual act of violence, which is what they got to do to apparently commit them. So they don't know who to turn to, really. It sounds like when a little old lady went and got the 18,
It's so great though, and he was dressed as an elderly Chinaman. Exactly. She knew who he was. Colonel Decker didn't have a clue.
You see, it's weird because now it has got out of hand. Do you know what I mean? Like years ago when I was growing up on the estate, you had problems, but not like you have now. Do you know what I mean?
Summers were nice as well, weren't they?
Well, right.
At least it's short, aren't you?
But you yourself kind of admitted in the past that you were something of a tearaway. You didn't do anything like these kids here.
The thing is, I was scared that if I got caught doing it, my dad would go mad.
Yes.
And I remember smashing a car window by accident and legging it in the lounge and sort of pretending to go asleep on the settee.
Jeez.
And I heard a knock at the door.
Chloroformed himself just to be unconscious when his dad came home.
And there was a knock on the door, and I thought, oh god, this is the fella who saw me. I was chucking a stone in the air, seeing how I could throw it.
Of course you were. Did it keep landing on your head?
That would explain a lot. And it came down.
Chucking a stone in the air, love it. Brilliant.
So I wasn't bothering him.
Did you invent that game?
Right.
Did you get the stone for your birthday?
He gave one to Suzanne.
Carl, go and play with your stone.
The thing is, right, it came down at a funny angle, and it hit the back of this car, and the back window is the most expensive because it has that heating thing in it.
Yeah.
It's got a frosty window. So I thought, oh god. So I legged it in, got on a settee, went to sleep, knocked on the door.
Genius, it's a brilliant plan. It's a brilliant plan. I couldn't be guilty, I'm asleep.
So
I love the idea.
So the thing is, our lounge used to sort of, you could see in from the door, right? So this family who saw me do it, they saw me asleep on the settee, and my mum said, "Go and get the door." And I sort of went, "What?" As if I'd been asleep. I went to the door, like rubbing my eyes, and the fella said, "What did you run off for? I saw you." I was like, "Oh no." And I didn't see my dad. I went out. It was when he was working sort of evenings, so I went out so I didn't have to see my dad. And then the next day I came home from school, and my dad said, 45 quid. That's all he said. He looked at me.
And then you fell asleep, but he went, wake up. He said, no, 45 quid.
No, the thing,
Carl.
He didn't have to.
£45, Carl. Now I know you were saving up for a brick, but you can't have it.
Just
equally, if you're doing a bigger crime, a bank job, or a murder.
Remember to take the stocking off your head. If they wake you up and go, "Why have you got a stocking on?" Just go, "Oh, I had a weird dream."
Right.
Okay, look, quick query for you. This is from Jay. He's got a problem here. He says, my parents won't let me ditch my studies. He's currently reading modern languages at London University. He wants to follow his dream, but his parents won't let him, of being a dancer. Carl. Worse than that, he says that they're trying to arrange a marriage to a bunch of minging daughters of people they know from good families. He doesn't know what to do, so he's got the arranged marriage coming along, and he's also got, he basically wants to be a dancer. His parents are forcing him into something more practical.
Well, the first thing, right, I don't think the arranged marriage thing is such a bad idea.
Okay.
Because I think too many people go on looks.
Right.
And then you soon get bored of that. and you find out the person who you're knocking about with is actually not your type.
Right. Why don't you arrange marriages for people?
Well, I'm just saying, right, so I'd say, Jay, go along with that. I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay.
I mean, if they're really ugly, then, you know, don't go along with it. But if they're half bad,
Yeah.
put up with it, that's right. The dancing,
Brilliant.
right?
That's solved. Brilliant.
I wanted to be a dancer. After I did the boxing, right, I joined a dancing thing just near Man United's ground, right, called Swiggy's. Went along, I wanted to learn some moves.
How old were you?
Well, it was when Michael Jackson was like pretty big, so at 83, 84, 85, something like that, around there. Wanted to do it. When I went, it was shut and it had become like a warehouse for toilet rolls. So in a way, I wonder what would have happened.
Sorry, how is that an anecdote about you going through dancing? You've told me before, you did boxing for a while, you did dancing for a while, you had a dream fight in the boxing, you didn't even get in the... That's not an... Imagine if that was a film! This is a boy's dream, becoming a dancer. Oh, it's shut. Next on. I mean, how is that a story?
Billy Elliot. Do you think he won quite as many awards?
Yeah, brilliant. Footloose. Alright?
Yeah.
I'm fed up they banned it. Let's go to Eyes Shut. Splash dance. First, there was... it's a warehouse. Never mind.
I'm just saying, you know, you'll find something else. I think I got a go-kart after that. I bought a motorised go-kart and kept myself busy with that. So, there's always other
Just
things.
think, Alan Bennett has to sit down and really sweat over his stories.
Yeah.
He just opens his mouth.
You are a living Alan Bennett character.
Oh.
So that's all. Well, Jay, don't worry about that. There's no emotional problems I can foresee. If you follow that advice.
So the advice there is do an arranged marriage
If she's not ugly.
minging,
Yeah.
she's not completely minging,
Yeah.
and don't worry about dancing, get a go-kart. Cheers.
This is excellent. Level at 4.9. I'm just raised with Stephen Merchant. You're listening to the best of basically Carl Pilkington.
You don't talk to anyone, do you, in the week? You just hide in your little cell booth thing and you really don't talk to anyone, do you? Much?
Not really.
No.
I mean, you might call up.
Yeah.
But no, I keep myself to myself.
Yeah.
Then you don't get bogged down in the office politics and stuff.
Yeah. Is there a lot of office politics here?
I don't know. I don't get involved in it.
Oh, yeah. Proved your point.
So when we're away, we're like out of action. Other than Suzanne, who will you talk to of the day?
How will you get a sort of feedback from the world? How will you get sort of like input?
I always, if ever I've got like a question or anything, the internet's out there. I can just go online and find out.
The internet is good.
It's brilliant.
But it's not all verified.
It's not all necessarily factually accurate.
Anyone can put things onto the internet. It's it's freaks and things that put on.
Well, here's
things
one, right?
like
Here's one that I read in the week.
Go
Right?
on.
About this woman.
Yeah.
She was a bit of a punk, and to get her hair done like she wanted it. Right now, she got lard. Apparently, it's a popular thing. You might know. Put lard on your head.
Yeah.
And you put it in the oven. Now, apparently the heat that you get from the oven is different from the sort of heat you get from an hairdryer, right? And she had to do that to get the style that she wanted. But anyway, she comes into some money or whatever, treats herself to a microwave. Right?
It's not true.
Opens the door, jams the things, you know, like the little catch, so the microwave works. She jams it with a screwdriver or a knife or something.
Yeah.
Pops the microwave on, sticks her head in, boils her brain.
Don't be ridiculous.
Right? Well, why is that ridiculous?
Boils her brain.
She boiled her brain.
She boiled her brain.
This is what's good about the internet. I went straight from that, and there was a subject about brains. And do you know that Russell Crowe, when he dies, is giving his brain to charity or something, some sort of some people who can do stuff with it.
She gave hers to Pot Noodle.
Vesta.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
boiling a skull.
Yeah.
That's not true.
It's not true. Just urban myths. Someone made it up.
Yeah.
For a laugh.
they're just too convenient urban myths. Everyone said you can tell an urban myth's not true because it's always this happened to a mate of mine, and when you say what happened then, they go, no, that was it. Was it? Was that it? Was it? Someone boiled a brain and that was it. There was no more story.
Well, were there any dates? I think it was in Belgium.
There's that one. There's that one that a bloke, right, was going to get a phone call at 4 o'clock to find out if his business was, okay, right? And if he didn't get the phone call, he knew he was broke, destitute. So dead on 4 o'clock, the phone didn't ring. So he went up to the roof of his office and he jumped off to commit suicide. And as he was passing his window, the phone was ringing.
Carl, it didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
Think it through.
Think it through. Who told that story? Who told that story? As he hit the pavement at 120 miles an hour.
He's the only person who could have known that series of incidents.
Also, why didn't he wait? As his life's at stake, why didn't he wait till 5 past? I started leaving 5 minutes just in case.
In case the lights are busy.
Yeah. And what sort of bloke goes out? I'll call you at 4. Okay. If you'll be well, call me anyway. No. If I don't call exactly 4, then no, you have to commit suicide. Commit suicide. I would, because if I don't call at 4, that's the end of it. Well, call me anyway. No, that's not the way I work. Why can't you just call me and tell me either way? Well, I'm telling you how I do it. If you're bust, I don't call. Can't you just call to verify in case someone goes wrong? What if it's engaged? It won't be engaged. Just commit suicide at 4, please. It didn't happen, Carl. And the other one, right? A bloke, right? He's on a train station, and I say I heard it. He's waiting for a cruise station, whatever, and he shits himself. Actually, and so he goes, the train's in 5 minutes. So he runs across to Millets and goes, quick, Levi's 36. The bloke just puts it in a bag. He runs onto the train. He goes into the toilet, takes his trousers and pants off.
He's soiled.
Yes, and throws them out of the window. I won't be needing those again. Cleans himself off. Open the bags. It's a jacket. Oh. No, he didn't have a Carl. At what point did he go into it and go, quick, Levi's 36? And the bloke went, sorry, Levi's 36 what? A pair? No. Shall I rap them? Them? It? Shall I rap? Just rap whatever it is. Do you want to look? No. I'm not looking when you're putting it in the bag, please. Right? 36 waist joints. Well, don't say anything.
I've told you 36 Levi's. They put it in a bag and charged me for it.
Yeah.
I don't want to discuss it further. Yeah.
There was one.
There we go.
There was one about a woman whose husband died, and she had him cremated, and made like a little egg timer out of it. And she said, I did that so it can still help around the kitchen.
Well, that might be true. That might be a joke.
That's quite sweet.
That might be true.
It's a true story. Again, it was all.
No, not again, because the ones I just told weren't. Nor is the boiling the brains in a bag curry microwave.
Head story, true.
Yeah, that's all. I'd like to play a beautiful song now by Cat Stevens called Anyway. It's lovely.
A song for the lovers?
Yeah. Big sound. Beautiful day. You too. To kick off the show, Steve.
Absolutely.
Ricky Gervais show with Steve Merchant.
Hello there.
Claire Sturgis.
Hello, boys.
Carl's ill. Well, he's not here. I mean, I never believe people in there. I think they're always malingering. I never take any days off work. I just think you can drag yourself in unless it's life-threatening or...
To be fair, Rick, can I just stop you there? It's not so much that you take days off as you'll just suddenly decide around lunchtime that you've overeaten and you need to go and lie down.
But I'm my own
with
boss.
a cold compress.
Yeah, but I'm my own
masseuse.
I'm my own boss.
Yeah. So it's not so much you take days off. It's not so much you take days off as you never actually do a full day's work.
Yeah, exactly. I never take that hour and a half off a day.
Exactly.
XFM 104.9.
So what's the story, Claire? Do you know anything about Carl? Do you know what his illness is?
I think he's got this sort of cold virus going around. He phoned me yesterday. He did sound poorly in his defence.
Poorly?
Croaky.
Well, I'll tell you what.
He coughed a bit.
I'm not being funny. He better be in hospital. To this show, flagship show of the week on XFM.
You know, you are right, because and you've been away, haven't you?
Been away 2 weeks. We had the best of again. But best part, the best of.
Yeah.
Let's battle the best for the last 2 weeks, shall we? I mean, we're going to try and get him on the phone. We're going to phone him, and I want him to really explain himself because, you know, I think he's malingering, to be honest.
Well, he phoned me in the week and he said, Steve, don't forget there's a documentary on Friday night about Oliver the humanzee, the human monkey. He said to me, it's going to be brilliant.
And it wasn't.
And it wasn't brilliant.
It was.
I especially stayed in and watched it.
I taped it and watched it afterwards, and I've never seen so much hype and desperation. They kept showing the same clip of this chimpanzee that walked upright like a lot of chimps can, right? It lost its hair, so it was half human, because all humans are bald.
Yeah.
So that's the half human bit. It didn't have hair. I'm sorry, humans do have hair on their heads. The other thing was this desperation to go, could it be half chimp? No, it's a chimp that superficially looks less like a chimp than other chimps. So Lee Evans looks a bit like a chimp. Is he half chimp, half human?
Yeah.
No, he's a human who looks a bit like a chimp. That's libelous.
Yeah.
That's a bit soul, isn't it?
Should we just play some music?
Yeah, I'm really sorry about that.
I'll get back to you on that.
TikTok, that's Coldplay and Clocks on XFM 184.9.
Actually, can I tell you a Coldplay coming in a couple of weeks' time to co-host Zoe Ball show?
Right, 1, don't ever interrupt me. 2, don't tell them about other people's shows.
No.
Okay, moving on, thank you.
Please do not mention that there are any other television celebrities on this channel, on the station. We don't want to commission release only Ricky.
But the interruption was the main thing.
Sorry.
Well, we can't get hold of Carl, right? We looked, he's got his old number out there.
His home number?
Yeah, it's a hold on, right? So we went to the new records. He hasn't even given us this new home number, so something's funny going on. He doesn't want to be contacted. He hasn't given me his home number. I've tracked down a friend who's looking at it for us. That phone might ring any moment. I apologise for that. But why is Carl not available?
It's interesting that neither you or I like to think of ourselves as being fairly close friends with Carl.
Yeah.
We've made him the man he is today. We cannot get in touch with him.
In the same way that bloke bought Oliver. Sure, I think that Carl is now ours.
Yeah, exactly. Well, exactly. I think very much that's true.
Yeah.
Carl is very much like a humanzee.
If we're going to lose contact with him and find him 5 years in a circus in Manchester.
Exactly, they're doing experiments on him.
Yeah. They go,
we can't figure him out.
Yeah. Well, there's something wrong with him.
He looks like a human.
He acts like, because usually humans stand upright.
Yeah.
And Carl likes to walk on all fours whenever he can.
Yeah. He's not interested in other human women. He's only interested in apes.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense. Oh my God. And he's bald.
He is bald.
Oh look. There's as much evidence for Carl being a humanzee as Oliver. I think there's more. And well,
Carl barely walks upright.
I know.
Scared of fire.
Yeah. I know. It is interesting, isn't it? Oliver was built, wasn't he?
I don't know.
Why are you
looking at it? I'm interested to. What your eyes were kind of uncontrollably drawn towards
just there.
I can see it. I was just looking at his face.
No,
sorry, Rick, but if there's something you want to go for chest.
Yeah, and that was the human part of it then, was it? Being built like that? Because that's humans, but... Yeah. Although Carl's is very tiny and hidden behind. And I've noticed something else as well. He's got a big red arse.
That's true.
Hasn't he?
Yeah, it's all beginning to slot into place.
And I've seen him climb up a cabinet and eat a banana as well. Just to have a lunchtime.
And peel it with his toes.
It's all coming together.
Yeah.
Right.